Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm bringing you this card today. Now I made this for a blog hop in Stamping Inspirations, and the theme was Splish Splash, so it was to use water in some way. So I've done a sort of a watercolour block background, and I did that using our acrylic blocks. So I just sort of laid them out in a sort of a rectangle and thought that'll work. Obviously I was going for something sort of small, and I thought those went together quite well, and then I just put a frame round and stamped. So I'm going to show you how I did it. So this is the 2021-2023 in colours that I've used there. So in the interest of equality, I'm using the 2020-2022 in colours for this one. We'll see how they look. So quite simple to do. So I've used a bit of Whisper White here. I've just cut it sort of a rectangle. This is my normal size for a mat, and then it will get sort of cut down afterwards. So I'm going to sort of decide how I think these colours are gonna look. I might go for the largest colour to be I might go that way. I'm sort of thinking about it, and I'm thinking, yeah, we'll go that way. Not a lover of that. That's so, yeah, so that would be small. I'm not a lover of either of those two, so I might do it that way. Yeah, so that is that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. I might hide the pink on the inside like so. That was kind of how I went with it the other way. I'm just sort of playing with the colours. So you get your block and dab it on your ink pad. So we've got it there. Take a little spritzer and give it a little spray. Kind of doing it so you can see it, but I don't want it to go. Sprayed it that way. Make sure the spray is pointing where you want it. Trying to avoid that. There we go. And then we just slap it down, and you get a bit of a print like so. So just do a little bit of mopping up. When I did it myself, I sprayed it in the opposite direction to my desk, but kind of wanted you to see what I was doing. So that's the blue one. You'll get a different effect every time. So I'll put cinnamon cider on there, and that's going to go across there like that. So it's got a little bit of blue in it. Don't think it matters. It is just playing. And then I'm going to do just jade. I'm going to spray this away so you don't, you've got the gist now. And then we'll go there with that one. Gentle Madness. So not my favourite colour. It's a bit too bright for me. I know some people absolutely love it, don't they? And that's splattered. Depending on how much water you spritz on it, depends on then the sort of effect you get. And then finally, Bumblebee, squirt, squirt, and stick Bumblebee up there. So that is how I did those blocks. So that needs to dry before we do anything else, and I might clean up a bit. So that's now dry. I used my heat tool just to be a bit quicker. Now we're gonna die cut, we're gonna stamp. Now I used Quiet Meadow on that and the little tag die. I'm gonna use, I think I might use those tags, and I'm going to use this one to be different, and I might put on this one, I put a little butterfly. I'm thinking I might put a dragonfly. That's my thoughts. I love this this stamp. I'm stamping in Stays On just in case I haven't dried it enough. So I think I'm gonna stamp before a die cut. That's what I did last time. So then I can fiddle with the die and see where I want it. So I'm just gonna stamp it so it goes over a few of the colours. Always let Stays On have a little bit longer. Right, so there we go. And then I'm gonna take my dies. Now I wanted a thicker frame than sort of normally I do the dies that are next to each other, so I have a really thin frame, but on this one I made it thicker, so I did a second one. So yeah, that's the one I cut it out of, and then I used that one, and not the next one but the next one for the outside, so we had a nice sort of thicker frame. So I think that works quite nicely there. Taking that off there like that. So I'm going to get that die cut, and I chose that colour for the frame, and I think I'm going to do that again. So I'm then going to cut these two out of a bit of Misty Moonlight as well. So there's them die cut. So I've got my frame. I'll save that for another project. Got me little one. That's not really useful. And that is just going to get nicely stuck down there and then decorated. So I'm going to stick this one down for, oh, I've had that left out with the lid off. It's all right. So a nice lot of glue on that, because when it gets wet, so eyeballing that to be central as possible. And straight. Maybe should have had me card straight. I'm sure it's fine. And then we'll just put the frame around it, which I think is the easier way of doing this. So that's the basis of the card. And then I thought I'd do the dragonfly. So I'm going to stamp the dragonfly. I think we'll go for the one with a solid body. I need a block. And a scrap of Whisper White. StazOn's handy, so we'll stick with that. I might do some watercolouring, so that'll work. So there's my dragonfly. Yeah, I'm going to put that on there. So I'm going to colour it with some of these colours. I think we might go for Misty Moonlight and Just Jade, and I might shove a bit of Magenta Madness in it as well to give it some nice colour. So I need to make sure that that is fully dry before I start painting on. Right, so I'm going to paint with Wink of Stella, so we've got a little bit of glitz to it. I'm going to get a paint palette by just using the A blocks. Because I'm only using the one brush. There we go. So, a bit of Wink of Stella. Let's have a bit of blue. Going out from the inside. Doing this without glasses. Could just use a paintbrush. Don't have to use the Wink of Stella, but it does give it a little bit of glitter with it. Now we'll just brush out that blue. There we go, so it does go. Now we'll add, might put a bit pink now. That is a little bit bright. I do quite like the way it sort of mixes a bit there to give us a little bit of purple. Okay, get rid of that. See, even the pink's gone. And then we'll add some green. Coming in from the end and covering up quite a bit of that. Magenta Madness that I don't really like. And then I'm going to use this on the body. There we go. Brush that out now. So that's nice and dry now, so we can just punch it out. We'll end up with a little one as well, because I haven't cut it down, but it don't matter. So line it up, punch it out. So a nice little rainbowy, and I don't think you can see the glittery bits in that, but then that can go across there like so, quite like that. Might prefer the little one, don't know. And then we need the sentiment. I'm not sure if that little bit there is going to be enough for it. Just want a little something on there. Maybe you're an inspiration. That's quite nice. It's quite, oh no, that's thank you for your kindness, Jez. There. You're an inspiration. That's lovely. So stamp that in black as well. There we go. And I'm going to use these little tags here to cut it out. I've got nice stitched shapes which go with the stitched frames. Oh, what about that one? Perfect. So I'm going to get that cut out, and we'll cut out a little hole reinforcer, probably in the misty moonlight rather, and then it sort of all ties in. So that's all cut out. I've got my Simply Elegant trim here, which is what I used on the other one. So I just need to put a bit of glue around this hole for the little circle to go on. Pick it up. Hold it down. Give it a little mop. There we go. And do a little bit of this around it. Says I added rhinestones. I think I will again. I think it gives it a nice little lift. Put those through. Chop them down a tad. I'll have that going across there, I think. We'll have that up there. We'll give our dragonfly a little bit of flight. So I'm going to glue my dragonfly down directly. I get a little dimensionals on the tag. They pop up, and I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted the little one as well as he's punched out. Do I want to put him on? That down there. Do I want? I don't think so. That's decided that. That was quite a quick decision. So there we have it. There's two different versions along the same theme. So I hope you like that. And it's just a different way of using your inks, creating a different effect. I will link to my blog down below and my shop links to if you wish to buy anything. And I'll link to the blog where you'll have all the measurements. And I'll link to the original blog hop so you can see what other sort of water splish splashy themed things that people did in the blog hop. Okay, thanks for joining me.